What the hell am I casting? Whoa! Whoa! I'm freaking Harry Potter! I'm Harry Potter, guys! Even more beastie than Harry Potter spells. What the fuck are you doing, Henrik? It's just... Oh! The chicka boom. Chicka boom! Chicka boom! Beautiful. Rip Harry Potter! How's your beard? It's pretty good, thank you. Pretty good.
Hello everyone and welcome to this stream summary about the spell effects and also the upcoming balance changes and also the upcoming features and mechanics. So we will look into what Henrik showed us and then I will go through the random questions and answers list. But first...
Could do shorter streams and alternate new content versus in-game. Yeah, maybe something like that. I do have a tendency to overdo the streams, you know, when I'm aiming for around 2 hours, it's not unusual to hit 3 or even 4 hours sometime, as you can understand. And
not again!
You know, that's... we may be looping a lot of questions eventually, which makes it a little bit less interesting, right?
Oh man!
I'm gonna try to improve and make them a little bit more efficient.
Now my Dungeons & Dragons evening is gone for summarizing this holy shit. Anyway.
Seen a lot of springbugs in the sky. Yeah, so we're gonna wipe all those flying creatures. There are some certain spots, you know, I think we all noticed them when running around in the world. Obviously we want to remove those so it looks more in place. As you know, we are working very hard on two very important factors. Obviously, when it comes to VFX on spells, that's something you can tweak into infinity. So we kind of need to just make sure that this looks good, we're happy with that, and it represents the effect of the spell. So that's one of the things, right? So if, for instance, if a spell collides on the ground and explodes, we want to make sure that that explosion visual impact matches the actual where it do take damage. So things make sense, right? And there's a lot of tweaking going on there. And as you know, we have in total 70 spells for Elementalism. We went a little bit overboard. It's offer a lot, so it's a very big school and therefore also 3 primaries. You can choose to go fully Elementalism obviously, or you can go halfway, or you know, a mix of it. So it depends on how much you want to access the spells and how many primaries you want to invest in Elementalism. And of course the main rule is real projectiles flying on the servers, from slow to faster ones, and a lot of specific components along with most of the spells. We have a lot of important things in this patch that also heavily affects the network side, getting a preparation for TC, and we really want to get this patch live as soon as we can now, because it's also something, as I mentioned, very important for TC. There's specific components for TC. We know how important TC is for a lot of the players, including a few thousands that are planning to come back on TC patch. There are going to be a lot of conflicts, a lot of wars, you know, suspected. So we know how important it is that we're ready for that step. Molva bags and armors also. Armors for Molvas is done to my knowledge now, and the bags are done. So there's one component left, just to add the bags in first step. We may have some bag in this next patch or the follow-up patch. A few of them. They are rigged and skinned and you know, pretty much ready. So obviously we're looking into balance where we know that there's safe small tweaks. The tower shields are a little bit off. I think we can all agree that their weight effect is not really where it's supposed to be, so we're doing a small tweak there. There's a little bypass by the mental healing that works more as a mana battery rather than a boost to the mana regen. So we're getting some tweaks there. So the height will be adjusted. Weight's going to be adjusted on tower shields. We're going to have a long weighted dismount knockdown mechanic in place. We have everything in place now when it comes to the knockdown, except the animation for actually falling on your butt. Quite realistic, interesting, riding away, getting a little scared, so you can't just remount directly again. Mount balance in general pretty much with this patch, and yes, you will be able to knock down with lances. So we got some good fixes there that a lot of you guys are giving feedback on. A lot of polishing fixes as usual. You will see that in the upcoming patch notes, obviously. Some very good improvement overall. And like I said, a very exciting big thing is the network capacity overall. If we thought more than one had bloodbaths in TC wars, then we see nothing yet. Let's do it. I'm spoiling you guys. Chicka boom. Boom. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's just... Oh, the chicka boom. Chicky boom. Boom. Yeah, you see the effects are being refined, as you can see. Already seen it locally, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Chicka boom. Chicka boom. Chicka boom. Oh! I'm burning, guys. I'm burning. Am I gonna die? Uh-oh. Oh! Hey, man. Put myself on fire. That's how you do it. Yeah, I really like that lightning strikes. We tweaked it a little bit, so it's a little bit faster. As you can see, it remains quite long, but look how freaking cool it looks. Choom! Holy shit. You will see the tone down go down a little bit faster, but yeah, it looks sick. If you're close to that, it will jump to you, and it can jump up to 5 times. So if you are 2 people, you may jump between those 2 people 5 times. So you may want to disperse, so it won't jump 5 times between you. If there's multiple characters, it would jump to the nearest up to 5 times. So it's a really cool AoE spell. So we have them color-coded, as you can understand. We're gonna have hundreds of spell icons over the year, which means every school have a color, if you haven't noticed that already. But Elementalism has a new types of how you build a spell, as you also noticed here, which is really cool. So again, the same color. This is the Elementalism color, brownish or whatever you call it. Shows the type here and the element here. It's a lot of system behind it to give logic. Will the next patch be the Epic Store upgrade? No, the next patch will be a huge network optimization, AI pathing, tons of bug fixes and polishing, alchemy components effect coming in, tower shield balances, dismount knockdown functions, and Elementalism pack 1. Thank you for the reminder that I was supposed to do shorter streams. I failed miserably today. I apologize for that. You have... I'm talking about some... high passion areas, you know, it's hard to just end it then.
And now to the questions and answers list. Henrik will stream maybe once every 2 weeks. They have professional testers for the patches. With Elementalism, you will be able to change the weather and the temperature. Alchemy component resistances will come to balance it out for the non-magic players. The naming of bags will come to the game someday, most likely with the quality of life updates. With territory control, you will be able to build your own city and stuff like that, and they will add more and more to that. Meteors will come to the game again. For example, a meteor drops on the ground, it's a Lupium meteor, you can directly mine Lupium from that. And people will fight over this from time to time. The tornado spell will also have an effect on siege weapons and siege equipment. Ships will come someday, and also fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. And others we are on YouTube, sorry. So ships will come with sea creatures and dangerous threats and siege weapons on ships with an underwater continent, a sea serpent and giants. Currently the programmers at Star Wars will maybe look like this. A lot of bugs are also on the list and they are working on that. Kalards and Kurites will get a little stat boost. Also the races that are mixed with that. New resources will come to the game soon. Hotbar quality of life improvements will come that you can add more stuff in there. They are also working on level streaming improvement, also with the Unreal Engine 5. This will be better. The second character slot will come maybe in the future someday. More to that, there's a dedicated video just for that in the video description. And also, if you want to know the CPU performance, why this is a problem in Mortal Online, there's also a dedicated video for that in the description. Warhammers will get a little tweak, a little buff. Wagons will also come to the game with multiple players on that, and also multiple players on a mount. That feature will come in the future. Some fog areas will be less foggy. The prices on Steam for Mortal Online are regional, so it depends on your country. Many Elementalism spells are AoE spells. Elementalism will be easier accessible, Henrik said. They are working on improving the new player experience. Possible name and character deleting of people that are inactive for years and years, but this will come in the future. Exploiting AI is bannable as every kind of exploit. They will enforce that a little bit harder now. The GMs are hired people that are not related to any players' in-game guilds or stuff like that. They aren't allowed to play. Guild and logo emblems will come someday. For insulting behavior that is not roleplay, they will enforce the rules there. A lot of AI pathing will be fixed. Fun fact, Henrik is also a master in swimming in real life. More mounts will come to the game, maybe next the Lycator. The clothing patch will come for NPCs and for you. Dual wielding will also come someday. Airships are not planned, but maybe flying creatures someday in very special cases and very limited. Titans and dragons will come. Bass Hunter will be back, maybe in the world of mortal. Visita Hari Dam Dam Spila Lida Dota. I don't know how the text is. Very rare relics will come that people have a reason to fight over with territorial control. The die system will come and more continents will also come. And fasten your seatbelts, a very massive sea serpent. They're also working on much more points of interest, and more hairstyles and tattoos will come with the profession for that. So please leave your opinion about all the balance changes and all the upcoming features and what you think about all that. So please leave it in the comments for Star World. Anyway, please leave a like and subscribe, would be awesome. And ring 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 the bell. And special thanks to all the long-term supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor O, Lukario, the Spicy Gentleman, Slum of Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Mip, Cologne, Bulldog, Canopo, and all the others, of course. So, always remember, don't forget to Yuli Kovasti or party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.